How do you develop a mindset that makes you resilient, laser focused, and practically unstoppable? Well, in today's video, we're going to cover how to do that with a champion mindset. So let's jump in. Let's be real, wouldn't it be amazing if we could watch one motivational video or take a magic pill and suddenly we're just motivated, disciplined, and we got our crap together and we're actually pursuing the goals we're trying to pursue? Unfortunately, that's not how life works. Life can be hard at times, life has challenges, and when you pursue after a goal, there are roadblocks. So what we need instead is we need a positive and realistic mindset that helps us overcome. And this is what the champion mindset is. So let's break down some key aspects of the champion mindset. Aspect 1, expectations shape reality. Have you ever heard about those studies where doctors give people what they think is pain medication, but actually it's just a placebo, it's not actually medication, and then the people somehow end up feeling better? Well, that describes the power of our brains when it comes to expectations. When we expect something, our subconscious works towards it and sometimes is able to accomplish things beyond what we would normally be able to do. So if you believe that you're going to be able to succeed, your brain's going to start working towards there at a subconscious level. And if you believe that you're inevitably going to fail, well, your brain's also going to work you towards that goal. So when you're faced with a new hobby or a project or a challenge or something that's hard, instead of looking at it and just being daunted by the task at hand, tell yourself things like this and it will help your brain to subconsciously work towards your goals. I'm capable of learning. I'm capable of growing. I'm in the process of leveling up. And if this is really hard for you to do, I encourage you to write things down, different statements you can tell yourself, so that you can pull them out when you start getting into a negative space. Ensure that you put this into practice. So instead of just doing this once in a while, incorporate it into your daily life. I encourage myself throughout the day, and I encourage you to do the same as well. Aspect 2 of a champion mindset, visualization hacks your brain. This is something that many people who are successful do. They take a moment before they go to do something, or even if they have a long-term goal, and they visualize themselves actually doing it. So before I sit down to film, I visualize myself actually filming this content, because filming content is a bit of a challenge for me right now. I'm going to be real, but I visualize myself doing it and overcoming the challenges, and it helps me to actually do it. When it comes to visualization, you can look at yourself from the first person perspective or the third person perspective. I tend to do the third person so I can actually see myself doing it and kind of have an outsider view. But if you do the first person, for example, I do that with dance, you'll feel emotions, you'll kind of feel it a bit more. And whichever way you do it, I want to encourage you to practice visualization. The more you practice visualization, the more you're going to be able to do it effectively. And if you're already kind of daunted by even trying to do visualization, I want you to set an expectation for yourself. Tell yourself, I'm learning how to do visualization. I'm able to learn this. I'm capable of attaining to it. If you tell yourself that, then your brain's going to believe that you're going to be able to do it. So don't tell yourself that you're not going to be able to do it. Tell yourself that you're learning how and you're going to be able to do it. Aspect 3 of a champion mindset, your willpower is only limited if you think it is. So the key with this one is if you believe you have unlimited willpower or the ability to have unlimited willpower, then your brain's going to work towards that and you most likely will have a lot more willpower than you would have otherwise. I've recently been changing my mindset and getting out of the place of thinking that I can't get to the level other people are at. Sometimes in the past, I compare myself to people that are successful, more disciplined than me, and say to myself, like, maybe they have like an innate quality that I don't, and kind of have a bit of a victim mentality. But recently I've been changing that, and I've been seeing that no, that's not how it works. Instead, I look at my willpower now as a muscle. I look at it as something that can grow. I look at it as something with unlimited potential. It's like right now I'm trying to break into Super Saiyan levels of willpower, but in the future I'm going to get to Super Saiyan 2, 3, and maybe even the Super Saiyan God level, you know. I'm going to level up this willpower. The potential of it's unlimited. It's just up to me to believe that and hone it. So when I'm actually challenged with a task and it's super hard, I look at it realistically and I tell myself, I got one more in me. I got one more try. I can do this. Even when I'm recording this, I'm going to be real, I've messed up multiple times and I've had to tell myself, no, I can do this. That take wasn't good, but I'm learning, I'm getting better. And that's what it's about. It's about your belief to grow and be capable. So your willpower is only limited as much as you limit it. Aspect 4 of a champion mindset is that joy boosts productivity. Did you know that people in sales that are happier actually end up getting more sales? Did you know people in business that are happier end up doing well in business? When you're pessimistic, you can't see opportunity that well. All you see is the wall in front of you, and you don't see around the corner there's a door to get through the wall, But if you're full of joy and happiness, you're going to be able to see opportunities where other people won't. So it's important to cultivate in your life, in your environment, and the things you're listening to, joy. When I go to work, I tend to listen to music that gets me happy. Now, sometimes that's metal, sometimes that's like hip hop, sometimes that's reggae. It really depends. I like a lot of music, but I'll actually vibe to it. I'll have a good time. I'll be a bit more like childlike when I'm trying to get into work so that I can have some joy. So I want to encourage you, find little things you can do to boost your mood. And also cut out the news, cut out gossip, cut out negativity as much as you can so that you can have a positive environment. The point is, positivity fuels a champion. Aspect 5 of a champion mindset: embrace discomfort like a pro. Listen, when it comes to pursuing anything in life, it's not easy. There's going to be challenges. I'm learning how to dance again after not doing it for a long time, and I'm telling you, there's challenges. Sometimes my body does not know how to move on beat. Sometimes I forget how to even do some of the moves I've been practicing, but I keep pushing through. Instead of telling myself, oh, why? Why can't I learn this? I tell myself, you know what? I've showed up today and I'm thankful for the opportunity to grow. I have to tell myself these things so that I can look at the challenges in a good way. So I want you to embrace the challenges. And I want to tell you something too. There's a joy and a happiness that comes from doing hard things that you won't get from settling. You're missing out on some really key things in your life if you don't embrace positive challenges. The highest achievers in the world have one thing in common. They don't shy away from challenges. They lean in and they face discomfort. Those were all just some aspects of the champion mindset. There's a lot more I could talk about, and I will talk about more things in the upcoming videos, but these are just 5 aspects. Now, with all that said, I want to encourage you, if there's an idea that you've just been letting sit on the back burner, I want to tell you to get it off the back burner. Go for it. What are you waiting for? There's no point on waiting and kicking yourself for not doing it. Get it off the back burner and go for it. Make some small steps towards it. Make a plan, go after it. Now, with all that said, guys, I want to hear from you. What are some ways that you get yourself in the zone when you're going after an idea or a project? How do you get yourself into the right headspace to be productive? Let me know in the comments below. With all that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.